Hey Ray, this for tomorrow's podcast, yeah. This Jay's like just been following me on TikTok for a while and that, and he loves our YouTube, yeah. Go on, Jay, give a shout out.
I'd like to give a shout out to Liam Nolan.
Yeah,
he loves you.
Yeah,
he's
man.
your biggest fan. he's absolutely brilliant.
You love the podcast as well, don't you?
He likes all his albums and everything.
Then, mate. Well, yeah, we're going to game together in a bit, yeah. So.
Today's man of the match, Patrick Hero's first 3 goals here at the NCS Stadium. And number 87, James.
What are you doing? Fuck off! You down it! That was from my podcast! That's like me, that! Has he had a beer? Yeah. He's had a beer. Tony, have you had a beer? You had a few beers, have you? Yeah. Say that you want me all of the time, all of the time. Say that you need me, say that you need me. Always be mine, always be mine. Guardiola, we got Guardiola, we got So there we go. City 8, Salford City 0. Good game that as well. Well, if you're a City fan, a Manchester City fan that is, yeah. Yeah, it was all good. You have to race back a little bit now. We've got a bit of a pace on because the coach leaves pretty quick. And it's no good. Huh. It's no good really, so yeah. I've missed a coach before. I mean, I've missed a plane before, haven't I? So I don't want to miss that. So it's a bit of a mess round here now with this new stand getting built with fucking walls and barriers everywhere. So yeah, legging it past people as we go. Got to be done. Right, here we go, Ray. So got a couple of fans here next to me. They like my podcast, our podcast, yeah. Sing when you're winning. And yeah, what do you think of the game today?
Pretty straightforward. I wouldn't have expected anything less, to be honest. Massive gulf between the two teams. Should have been 10.
Yeah, I wanted 10.
Yeah, but
What do you think, young man?
We kept consistent for the first time in ages, and we were brilliant. Again, it should have been 10.
Not conceded as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good from us, yeah? Peace out in a bit. Sing when you're winning. We only sing when we're winning.
And you certainly did.
When we're winning.
You certainly did. More than. I left the match at 8-0. I stopped watching. Did it end 8-0 or was it?
It did end up 8-0, right.
Salford held out then.
It did held out. We wanted 10. We want 10. We want 10.
Brilliant.
So here we are in the new year, 2025. This is episode 10, people.
Boom.
And yeah, we're going to be fresher, newer, brighter. I'm looking good. Ray's looking good as always.
I'm feeling good.
How we doing, man?
We've got Stan in already.
Oh, I don't know why he's joined yet.
That's all right. That's all right. He can always come in and stay in for a bit. He's here, so there we go. Surprise, surprise.
Is he coming up now?
Yeah, his name's there and he's there. He's not on video or audio yet,
I
but
think he
Hello?
might just be. Oh,
Is this? Am I on the
Stanley.
wrong time here?
You are slightly on the wrong time.
Let's do a little teaser. Come and join us for a moment because now you're here. We don't want to kick you out.
All right. Sorry about that, lads. Sorry.
No,
Sorry
It's
about
all
that.
right. Come in.
Come in anyway because I know Paul's like that. I know Paul's very welcoming.
Yeah, come and join us. Come and join
So
us.
am I.
Right then, do I turn my camera on or what then?
Go
Yeah,
for
man.
it. Yeah.
Might look a bit rough. There we are. Hey!
You're with me. You're with me, Stanley. What do you mean about looking rough? I wouldn't worry if I were you. We're not going to give you the yellow card. I don't know what's happened to the red card. It's gone somewhere. So I'm not going to give you. I'm not going
You're
to.
red. I've only just joined.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're not. That's
I've
what
only
I'm
just
saying.
joined, ref. Can't
I know.
give me a red card.
I'm saying we're not. We're not going to give you a red. That's the point. So stay with
Hey,
us.
Stan.
Go on.
Stan, we've got the same trim again, man.
Yeah, always in Trevor.
I've had an haircut, mate. So
Have you?
yeah, similar to yours now, man.
I don't know. With my hair, I kind of like to do a lot of different things with it, but I don't know what I'm going to do next time when I'm next on stage or whatever.
You two just carry on talking about hair for a while. My my head's on upside down. I've got the same hairdo as both of you, but it's the wrong way.
See, that's
round.
what I mean. You don't really have the right to talk at this point, Ray. 'Cause
I
you've not
don't.
really got
I know. But
Ah,
Stan. That's the point I'm making, buddy.
fair enough.
Hey, your
Fair enough.
backdrop looking good as well, mate.
Just got a tripod, so I'm just sorting it all out and stuff. But yeah,
No
nice
danger.
little.
Nice.
We actually nearly met up yesterday, didn't we, Stan? I was going to try and meet you before the game, but
Yes, but I was
that went
stuck.
that
in
went tits
traffic.
up, like.
Yeah, stuck in traffic. Yeah, always.
But yeah,
But,
it was a mint game yesterday. Right? I got a load of footage. I got a
Excellent.
few people asking me for selfies. I got that in. And one guy was obsessed. He said, I absolutely love your podcast. I love your TikTok. I love your music. I was like,
Nice.
hey.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
I was loving it, Ray. Loving it.
So now Stan's here. Do you want to tell us a little bit, Stan, what you're going to be talking about later when you rejoin us? Because you're actually unusual because you're early. Because you're early.
know.
So that's fantastic. But tell us just a little bit because that'll work because then it'll give a little bit of a snippet of what's coming later from you.
So later on, I'm just going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about the band, what we've got coming up, and then obviously we'll touch on the football side of things as well. And we can just talk about that, and I'll let you all know what's going on very soon. We've got a lot of things coming up.
Love it, buddy. Love it. Brilliant
Yeah, I think-
introduction.
I think we'll start with the football, right? Because obviously I was there. Stan was there.
What we'll do then is, if you're all right, it's not a red card. Please come back. If you come back later, then me and Paul are going to count. No, you haven't. Honestly, no. It's just you're going off just sort of because you come on a little bit early. We've temporarily abandoned the match for a moment, so come back later. Yeah?
Right then. What is it like? Have I been sin bin then? Like 15 minutes?
Fractionally.
No, we'll do the first half, Ray, with Stan, and we'll do our second half.
No worries. Yeah. Go for it.
We'll do it the opposite way around, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. All right.
In the edit, we'll keep it as it is because that makes it easier for me. So carry on.
Okay. Lovely. So, Stan, I've shared a couple of your posts recently. I know your diary's open. You've got your book out. You're taking bookings, yeah.
Yes, definitely. This year, I think I just want to focus on playing as much as possible, and I want to learn from each experience, each gig. I want to learn something different. I want to add new songs to all of my gigs and stuff, and make people listen to my. Hopefully, they can listen to my original stuff as well in there. I like to mix that in with all my covers I like to do. But I think this year I just want to add a lot of new tunes in there. I want to just get my music out and reach out to a wider audience this year.
Yeah. Hey, good man. I'm aiming to get out there this year. Obviously, last year I didn't do too much. You know, I mean, I was pissed up, little Oggy, and now I'm sober, little Oggy, and
Little Oggy. Yeah, man.
I'm here to do things this year, Stan.
Yeah, love it.
Good man.
Go on, Ray.
Good man. No, it's all right. I'm enjoying you two chatting. You carry
All right,
on.
then, Stan. So,
I'm here whenever I'm needed. Yeah.
Stan. So, I know you've got a gig coming up. There's a few. I think you're obviously the. I always forget this name. The understudy or whatever, like the undercard on the gig.
What do you mean by
that? When you have a gig and you have the first people on before the big gig.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of other people that are on your gig, innit?
What we're in the support, so we're the penultimate.
That's what
support.
I meant. That's what I meant, my mate. The support
Yeah.
group.
So the headliner is a band called Shoe On, but there's like a build up to the So we're gonna be the band before they come on, and then there's gonna be some bands before us and stuff. And hopefully I'm looking to do an headliner.
That'd be good. And when you do a headliner, will you have me on as your support act?
Possibly, mate. The doors are open. I'll let you know whenever it is. I'll let you know.
Or maybe the other way around. I've got an album out. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
But no, I'd like to do some stuff for you, some bits for you, Stan. Obviously, I can drive down now, whereas I couldn't before. So yeah, that'll open up a few little doors for me, and obviously it'd be good to be on the same stage as you. And at the other side, you want to do the production side as well, don't you? Yeah,
and that's what I'm looking to do when I get into college. I think I want to do a bit of musical production. I am currently learning how to do, like the lights and stuff for stages and stuff.
Yeah,
that's currently what I'm doing. That's currently like my job, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sound like you say. You could do a little bit of production for me if I do a little gig or something like that. We'll chat obviously off air and we'll go with that. How are we doing, Ray? Are you
good?
I know you.
Yeah.
I know I should be getting out there more. You're everywhere at the minute, aren't you, my mate?
Is that me? Yeah. In a way, and I think part of my remit. Funny enough, I've actually got Stanley on my podcast. We're recording it, so that'll be amazing. And I feel a vision and a mission for all of us of if anybody wants to be heard, they should be. If people want to be quiet and don't want to particularly do the things that we're doing, that's fine. But if people do, then of course I want to try and support as much as I can. I know you do, Paul. I know you do, Stan, as well. So it's all about people being heard. I remember last time, which was a great episode, by the way, there was a guy, I can't remember which country he travelled from, but your bassist, who basically kind of just rocked up at school, so to speak, and then he ended up in the band.
Yeah, to be fair, I did kind of just chuck him on it, to be fair. It was a bit overwhelming at first. But he's just grown to love it. But yeah, he came from Nigeria originally.
Nigeria, that was it.
And he came over. I introduced him to everyone, introduced him to the lads, turned him into one of the lads. You know what I mean? Just like got him chatting to everyone and stuff. And then I started getting him into the music side of things, which he eventually did pick as a GCSE, which we're doing together.
Wow.
And we're doing stuff with the band. Obviously, we've been gigging out and about last year, and hopefully we want to do some bigger gigs, festivals and stuff this year, everything.
That's incredible, because that, for me, is you creating an opportunity for and with somebody else, and that's the point I'm making. So for you to do that, and now he's taken that up as a study, you're working together, creating together, coming from another country. What an example. What a fantastic example. Well done, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Music makes the world go round, Ray.
Totally.
Of course.
Totally.
But me as an artist, I definitely wanted to, obviously as teaching him, I think I learned quite a lot as well whilst I was like showing him what to do and stuff. And then we were both still learning. But the fact that I had someone like him, part of that journey, where we was going gig after gig, doing all sorts of gigs, weddings, Battle of the Bands, all different things like that. It helped us a lot, and I've learned a lot from it. He's learned a lot from it, and we're progressing not only as musicians but as people as well. So it's brilliant.
Wow, Stan, top man. And for me, I've been in teaching over 30 years. I'm a qualified coach and mentor, and what you just said, it took me a long time to discover, but I've learned so much by teaching people. which is effectively the point you're making. You know, as you're helping each other, or maybe not teaching, but helping each other, you learn a lot, and that's what music's about. So it's fantastic you've got that unification. Somebody said to me the other day, universe, one song, one verse song. And I think the more I think about it, basically we're all joining together effectively, energetically, in one song of creativity.
Universal chorus, Ray. Universal chorus.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. We already are.
Yeah, we're already smashing it, Ray. We're already smashing it. Yeah. All three of us, you know what I mean? I'm glad we've got Stan on again. You know, we might even go in reverse this time, you know, like the guests that we've had on before, come in quicker, and then we'll get back to the last one. We will have.
That's nice. I like that.
We'll have new guests in between. Obviously, we're reaching out to a lot more people now, aren't we, Ray? So
yeah,
I'm hoping to. You're on about Peter. Peter Young. Could well be on soon.
Totally. Good shout. I know Peter would be completely up for that. He's off to Canada soon. He's touring in Canada. And again, you know, lots of, I think with the age, of course. Stan, you're 16 now, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
It still cracks me up there. You look about 19, man.
Yeah, I look about 40 odd. People say I look about 40 odd at the mats and stuff.
Nice, I'm sure you appreciate that, yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, yeah, if we can get Peter on, we might get him on for Derby Days. United fan, isn't he?
Totally. Yeah, and I know he'd definitely be up for that. He's got a single out soon, January 20th. Very, very profound. The day Meatloaf died, he's a Meatloaf tribute, and he found out he had mouth cancer as a result of Meatloaf's death. Because he did a bit for the BBC News in an interview, and he saw something in the corner of his mouth. I won't go on much longer. Saw something in the corner of his mouth, and basically because he did this interview, it led him to get it checked out, and he discovered he had mouth cancer. So basically, Meatloaf's death saved his life, and that's what the song January 20th is about. So it's amazing to connect with so many people at different ends of the age spectrum. I'm not 16. I just wanted to emphasise that, just in case anybody did wonder. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
My daughter, Ray. I've got a card over there. It's for my 50th, yeah. And she says, "You're still 18, but with 32 years of experience."
Oh wow!
And I thought that was meant that.
That's perfect.
I thought that was brilliant of her to put that.
Yeah. Well, we can all work together. We've all got different things. I've written music recently with a 15-year-old incredible guitarist. So creativity, I think we mentioned this last time. It's not...
Give him his name, please.
It's Dexter Briggs. Thank you, Paul. It's Dexter Briggs. He's amazing. Absolutely incredible. And yourself, Stan, what you're doing, what little Oggy is doing, and I'm doing a few bits and bobs as well, yeah?
You're doing everything, you mean. Hey, Stan, I don't think I've told you this, and I don't know if I have, but here we go. This is going out on our episode 10. New album out is in April, my new album. Right. And the name of that new album, and here we go. I think we've already done this with you, Ray.
Yeah, brilliant.
Told Ray first, and it's going to be called A New Chapter in My Life.
Nice one.
And it's in keeping with obviously my first album, which is My Life, and the new chapter is Sober Little Oggy. So it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
So is it going to be like, I think from that title, that just, to me, it just sounds like, are we going to see the difference of like the contrast of this My Life album and then this new chapter of My Life? So we'll see how much you've like progressed since that album.
Yeah, like definitely that. So. A little bit. My voice will be pretty similar on a couple, but there's a couple that are a bit different. I shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't do that today. I said I'd save it for a rainy day, but come on, get out of bed. What the hell is going on inside your head? A little bit faster, that one, right?
I like that. Because message-wise, I think message-wise, it works from every angle. I think what Stan said is a really, really good shout. So, sound-wise, it's likely to be, better than was before, and that's always good for all of us. I've released music a few years ago, and it doesn't sound like it sounds now because it's progress. But I also think the new chapter of your life in more ways. So I'm interested, Stan, while you're with us, what do you see as the chapters for your life? What do you see as ultimately, if you could write the book, and you want to write the final chapter of what it is you want to achieve throughout your creative life, what's your ultimate kind of conclusion outcome? What's your desire?
Good question, Ray.
Thank you.
Wembley.
Great answer.
Simple as Wembley. I'd just like to just be doing what I do as like a job, really, as a career, just sharing my music out there, hopefully finding people like myself who, maybe don't fit in and they've made this thing for themselves where they've made their own unique sound and originality out of what they like, what they enjoy, and just promote the message that it's okay to be different. It's okay to like what you're into and do the things that you want to do, because at the end, like life, there's no rules to what you want to do. The sky's the limit.
Totally. Now, just interesting, this could sound like a negative question, because there are going to be some people, I don't hear it, and I want to emphasize that, and I don't think Paul does. I don't hear it as thinking, well, bloody hell, that's a bit arrogant. But some people, yeah, I get you. But some people will, of course. So what would you, in a nice way, what would you say to those people who kind of think that perhaps maybe Wembley, really, you sure? What would you what message would you give to them in a positive way as you can?
In a positive way, I think when I'm on your telly, you'll be crying in your little house, mate. No, I'm joking. No, seriously though, like I just think whatever you want to do in life is just do what you love. You know what I mean? Like I love music, so I'm doing that because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. Just whatever that thing is for anyone, even if it's not music, even if it's just like a hobby that you enjoy or something that you enjoy doing, just do it. If it makes you feel good, do it. Whilst you're here, just do it. It's brilliant.
That's a great message.
Yeah, honestly, it's a good answer. Yeah. Good answers, Stan. I think, like, when I first writing my music, it was a bit of a hobby. And then I sort of grew a little bit and everything started fitting into place. And I've got 5 songs out. And then, album released, EP, I should say. And everything's like, I can do this. So you get more confident in it and where you want to go. And I think, similar to you, I want to go that bit bigger. I don't know if I'll reach Wembley. You won't be able to see me on stage anyway, would you?
You never know.
You won't be able to see me on any stage, but
you never know.
But yeah, the blue sky is the limit.
I love that. I love that. There's a lot coming out in this episode, and the great thing is there's no barrier to a vision. So, I honestly, I don't, and I don't think people should. So listening to Stanley, I don't listen and think, well, fair enough, buddy, but you're only 16. I don't. I genuinely don't, because I think as people my age, Oggy's age, other people, we can learn from each other. And again, I come back to the creativity of working together, because for me, and like yourself as well, Paul, I've launched a music career, a serious music career, relatively late on in life. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what? Who said exactly what you said, Stan? What rule book? What rule book? Who says this is right, this is wrong? We're all standing on the shoulders of giants.
Hey,
we're all standing on the shoulders of giants.
That's an Oasis number, that.
And we have the opportunity to rise because they did. Because basically they were the people that thought, you know what we've got, we're going to do what we're doing. Yes, there's some similarity. There's some similarity between older music and, a progression type thing. But essentially, we're all different human beings. So bring what you've got. And I love your message, Stan. I really do. I don't want to ask any more questions because I'm going to have you on my podcast in a minute. And otherwise, I'm going to run out of questions. So I might even use, Paul, can you give me the green light? I might even use some of this footage to join 2 podcasts together. Your podcast, Sing When You're Winning, just a tiny little snippet.
Yeah.
In my podcast to say to people, check out another discussion with Stanley Lum over there.
Yeah.
Would you be okay if I did that? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right with that, mate. Yeah, of course.
Literally just a short slither section.
Yeah, of course.
And then he becomes omnipotent. Stanley Lum then is everywhere.
And Little Oggy.
He's on your telly.
And Little Oggy, of course.
On your telly, that's what it is.
I always say the telly. Stan, as well. And Little Oggy's getting everywhere as well. And well, you're already everywhere, right?
I'm getting there. I'm beginning to move in some of the directions I want to move into, and with other people. So it's an incredibly exciting time for all of us. It really is.
It is. It really is. Like I say, the last year I said it was going to be my year. I did everything that I wanted to do. Brought my album out, been on the radio, got me on podcast. Here we are. And this year is going to be better than last year.
Yep, that's it.
And I didn't even believe this, but I believe it now.
Good man. That's brilliant to hear, and that's it. That's it for all of us. Improvement. So
it is.
So we've gone to Wembley. Stanley. So we've gone there. We've gone there in a very temporary time machine, and I don't think it could be long in the future. And it is a possibility. Wembley exists. You exist. So basically, it's bringing those 2 things together. That's one of my philosophy. That's one of my philosophies in life, by the way. Quite simply, you exist, Wembley exists. So all you need to do is bring those 2 things together.
The world is your oyster, yeah.
Absolutely. So meantime, before that happens, what are the steps that you're going through? You mentioned a little bit earlier, but what's kind of almost like a midterm goal for you that's achievable? Would you say?
So yeah, the steps really. If you want to get to, obviously I'm not at Wembley, but the steps, if you want to get to Wembley, is just, you want to just experience. So at the moment, obviously at my age, I'm young, and so any gig I can get, just getting experience. If I get that experience and I can master what I do to a point where it can be seen by the world, which already can be, but to the point where I can promote that worldwide and turn this little dream that I've got in my bedroom, just playing my guitar, into something that everyone can hear, everyone singing along to my creative thoughts and songs. And I just want to just practice as much as possible, just get in touch with as many people I know, help as many people I know, support acts everywhere, just stuff like that. That's what I want to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer again, Stan. I think obviously myself, like I said, I haven't done a lot of gigging. I did that. Did you see my pictures, people, as well, about the when I did that Lighting Institute? I've got it as my profile picture now. It looks sick.
Definitely.
That's what I said that to you, actually, Oggy. I messaged Oggy about it when those pictures came out. I just said, Oggy, you're going to need to get them as your profile pictures, because it looks mint when he just stood there, cameras focused on him. He's got the tambourine ready to go. It's sick. Proper rock and roll, that, mate.
I was breathing in there, Stan. I was breathing in.
Can I give a shout out? Because the Leighton Institute open mic, and Raphael Peter look after that. Keedon Media is the guy, Anthony, who takes all of the photographs, all of the video. And I've had photographs done by Keedon Media at Leighton Institute and other open mics, and they're really, really good. And basically, it's a service that's provided as part of that open mic, which is incredible for artists who want to get professionally made images, videos. So, Paul, would you be okay if we include that in this episode? If you send me the photographs that are there, and we'll include that in here. Stan, if there's anything that you want to kind of put in here, as in, you know, images, upcoming events that you're doing, any links, that type of thing, we can put them in the description as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm performing at St Mary's Chambers. That support gig I was on about on the 24th of January.
Brilliant. That's not far away, is it?
Not
Where's
far
that,
away at
Stan?
all. St Mary's Chambers, that.
Brilliant.
And what day
You
is
never
that
know.
on the?
You never know. I might come down and come and have a look at you. Yeah.
What
All
day
right,
is
nice
that?
one.
What day is that, Stan? On
I
January
think, that's
24th?
I think it's a Friday, that.
Yeah, Friday night. Wow, brilliant. Have you already got in mind what you're doing?
I've got an idea. I know what I'm wearing, obviously, but I've got an idea of the set list
Priorities,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, just want to blast all the Britpop tunes, blast all the new tunes out. I want to do it. I think I'm planning of doing Nothing's New, obviously. The song that we've got on Spotify at the moment.
We had that in. We had that in last time, didn't we?
Yeah. Great song.
Great song. Hey, Ray. What I did was I had it playing on my PS4, and I sung over Stan's voice, and I did a little bit, and I sent it to Stan, and he thought it sounded all right, didn't you, mate?
Didn't sound bad at all. Okay, didn't sound bad at all.
Lovely.
I had to go and try and reach some high-pitched voices. You know what I mean? My voice is it's not 16-year-olds anyway.
But I think this particular section of video call is going to come to an end. So, Stanley, if you got a message you want to share, something you want to kind of part on for those that are with us.
Just thanks for listening, and just do what you want to do. Like I was saying earlier, if you want to achieve something in life, you know you've got to work for it as hard as possible. Whatever it takes for you to achieve that goal, you want to do it. There's gonna be places where you might feel uncomfortable, or you might feel like I might be doing a bit too much there, but nothing's too much, honestly. Just do what you want to do, and if you're happy, then you're happy.
Fantastic. Thank you
Gotta
so
be happy.
much.
You've got to be happy while you're doing it.
Thank
You know
you,
what I mean? You've got to be happy.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I've only done a few gigs. I did a Tram Sunday event, which was like all the Fleetwood came, and there was about 50, 60 people all watching me. That was a nice little gig for me. And I got off. I thought I'd done shit, and everyone said you was fucking brilliant. So
tough to call sometimes, isn't it? Tough to call when you're doing it yourself. But so I'll see you later, Stanley.
All right then.
And looking forward to that. And
peace out, Stan.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. See you later.
No problem. See you later. Cheers, buddy.
Easy. Take care. In a bit. Yeah.
You too.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Yes. So my grandfather he's helped me a lot in my music career, and he's a big inspiration. And he did buy me my first ever guitar.
Excellent.
Enough. So he's massively, like, when I was little, he was in a band called Swamp Dogs.
Right.
I've never heard of them. And I used to sit there, and he gave me a little tambourine. And I used to go on stage with the tambourine, shaking it about like I'm the absolute biggest rock star. So I think ever since day one, I just knew.
It's got this now, though, from the Stags. Now, if you remember a few months back, the Stags actually came into the studio, completely took over the place. There were drum kits, there were amps everywhere. We didn't have any neighbours at the time. We've got new neighbours now. If we have the Stags back, I think I might have to warn the neighbours in the office block next door, because they were big, they were loud, and they were brilliant. And this is from them. It's called Nothing New. This is it's a great tune, though. It is new. It's newish. Here on 104.7 Russendale Radio, the voice of fun.
Days are going by with the feet.
Hello, we're back again. Episode 10, and yeah, we've just had a really good chat there with Stanley. I'm just saying to you off air, he's amazing.
Yeah.
As a kid of 16,
yeah,
he's already there for me. But to him, and he is grounded, as you said.
Yeah.
But he's also aiming.
Yeah.
Aiming big. You know, I mean, first of all, as we said in the chat, you know, mine was just a bit of a hobby at first. I wanted to write one song.
Yeah.
And then I ended up writing 5. Everything clicked together. Now I know I'm not there as on stage there at the minute, but I will be getting out there more.
Totally.
But I think he's there already doing bits at 16.
but also, if you turn it round the other way, in terms of what he's saying, yes, he's got exactly what you just said as you introduced us back into the second half, so to speak. He's got that view of he is grounded, but he's also aiming, exactly what you just said. And I think sometimes that's why I asked him the question about, you know, what would you say to people who think you're arrogant? Because that's what people do. That's what people say, ironically.
People say.
You got it. Because they want to hold people back. You know, a lot of people will give some people 1,000,001 reasons not to do something. That's easy. That's lazy.
Yeah.
The reasons not to do something, that's a cop-out. Whereas you and I, at the certain age that we're at, we're not letting that stop us. And Stanley, similar in a different way. You know, he's not pretending. He's not saying. I love it when I ask artists, when I ask songwriters, bands, ultimately, where do you want to be? So his answer was Wembley.
Yeah, that was a great answer. That it was a great question. Great question, and a great answer, Ray.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You said again, you know, encapsulating your comment, you said aim for I think you might have said the light blue sky or something like that, or the sky blue sky. I can't remember your exact phrase.
Sky, the blue. It's beautiful blue sky out there. It's still a bit chilly.
How are things going for you, Paul? I want to ask that because you're a presenter, you're a host, you're a singer songwriter, you're working really, really hard in extra time. When we did that little extra time, we talked about that. You're working really, really hard. So I want to find out, I want to check in with you because you're making a lot of changes and you're making absolutely astonishing progress since I met you, not just in the last few weeks. Since I met you, genuinely, I admire what you do because nothing is going to stop you. You've got music out in the public domain. It's incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, thank you for that, Ray.
That's all right.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've, you know, what am I now? 18 days off the booze. I'm not too sure because I'm not counting. I'm not every day, even though my song is coming in the album. It's called Day by Day.
Wow.
And that is about myself going through this little journey that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, getting myself off an addiction, if you would, or I won't say addiction. I'd say more habit and you know, I forget which word I'm trying to say, but it's just something that you do every day. I go in, you know, when I come home from work and I think, I'm just going to go and get a few cans, and it's just routine. That's what I was after, and I'm just breaking that routine. And you know, since then, my outlook and my eyes feel better, so I can see things more clearly now, and then also I'm able to do more things that I wouldn't have done before. I wouldn't have chased them as much as I'm chasing things down now.
And I think as well, one thing I would say is that you were capable and you were producing before, definitely. Because everything that happened before, you were still doing stuff. It wasn't like I don't mean this in a bad way. It wasn't like you were laying kind of in a drain somewhere sort of type thing. No. You know, you were productive. It was more of, as you said, a habit, a routine. And I love personally, and I think others will as well, that you're sharing it publicly, because I really do feel there's a lot of not talking
If I
around.
hadn't, I think if I hadn't, right, sorry to just jump in
That's
there.
all right, mate. That's okay.
I think if I hadn't shared it publicly,
Yeah.
I may have fucking gone back, you know what I mean? And I think it's given me that drive and determination that, I know, I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let anybody down. I don't want to let so, you know, I've got some fans now, Ray.
Yeah, of course you have, definitely. And I remember a friend of mine said years ago, lovely phrase, I love the phrase, I don't know where it comes from, but nailing your trousers to the mast. Nailing your trousers to the mast. So like a flag. So if you think you put your trousers up and you kind of go up, that's a commitment, that's a statement.
Yeah.
That's a statement of intent, and that's what you've done publicly, which also puts you in a position, because we've got a great vehicle here for sharing other people, for bringing other people together. That's a great laugh. The extra time we did that gives the previous episodes, that talks about the intention of what's happening, how other people can join, how other people can support us. Subscribers are going up.
Oh, they're going up. They're going up. I mean, yesterday, was it Friday? I think I was on 99 for a little bit, and now it's gone up to 104. And yeah, everybody obviously keeps subscribing. Yeah. But yeah, you know, the views are going up as well, Ray, which is good.
Brilliant.
You know, it's not just, you know, people are going back, and actually, because we're prompting them to go back and look at previous lucid episodes, if you would.
Yeah. Well, there's content. There's content of discussion, people, a mixed bag of different things. Sometimes we're in locations, and I think the chat of what we're talking about. You're not preaching. I'm not preaching. I made a decision similar to yours in a way. I abstained from alcohol for close to a year. And it was a pattern. Pretty much what you said. I live above shops. I live in a flat above shops. Yeah, it was easy. It was easy. So I get home from work, I think, you know, I want a couple of cans, a bit of cider, and it wasn't good for me. So that's not me saying to, you know, stop drinking alcohol. You know, that's none of my business. And you're the same. But I love the way you're sharing it publicly, because you've already said, you know, it's a statement of intent. It's helping you because you've got plans, and that's what other people can be a part of. They can be a part of those plans, which is the bit that I think I love that, and other people are. So it's fantastic, brilliant. What are the plans? What's the ultimate, Paul? What's the ultimate? Yeah. There's a question for you. I asked Stan about Wembley. Now I'm asking you, and then you can ask me. You can ask me if you want to. But I'll ask you first. What's the ultimate? What's the last chapter of a new chapter in your life? What's the ultimate? What's the ultimate goal?
I want to do, first of all, the new chapter in my life, and that is obviously getting the lyrics turned into a music. You know, melody, if you would, and you're going to help me with that in the first stage.
This coming Friday, when the podcast is out. Yep.
Yeah.
That works.
So that is the first process, and that is, as you know, the first process. You're putting music on my lyrics, and I'll be singing them, you know, there live with you. And then, obviously, I'm going to take that into, and I'm not 100% sure which studio yet, Ray.
No, cool.
I've already talked to.
It's a free country. Many are available, aren't they? So
you know, with Stan, I've already talked with him off air, and he's going to help and possibly put the guitars on it.
Brilliant.
In the studio.
Wow.
And that is brilliant, you know what I mean? Because we're sharing and caring, you know what I mean? And then Jack Wormsley, Benidorm.
Yeah.
he's going to put the drums on it.
Yeah. Wow.
And, you know, little bits and bobs where I'm going to bring people into it.
Nice.
And I think that, honestly, I think it would go really well. The fact that I'm, you know, inviting people to be a part of it and in my musical journey. And you're part of it. You're a big part of it as well, right?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? This is where, you know, you can create a lot on your own. You already are. I know I can create a lot on my own, or I already am. Other people that we're working with already are. But when you bring all of those things together,
Yeah.
then you've definitely got more. And it doesn't mean you're living in each other's pockets all the time, that you have to.
No.
And that's, again, another view. I think if somebody, it's just a general message, in life as well, relationships. I think if somebody makes you feel like you can't spend time with other people, I mean, that's a bit playground, isn't it? I remember that back in the day at school. You know, what you're doing, you're my mate, you're my best friend. What you're doing talking to them, and you think, if people are like that in an adult world, well, then they're not acting in an adult way. So you choose. You can work with lots of different people, and if people throw a hissy fit, then they've got a problem.
Yeah, and you're right there, right? What I was going to say is, obviously, after this, I've done this album, EP. It'd be same as last time, 5 songs. Obviously, the 6th song being on, I did a radio edit of 22 Bs.
Yeah.
But there's only 5 songs on there, and I'm going to do the same again. And then I've got a full album, if you would. And I've got a full gig there, right? I'll have a full gig where, you know, I can do all my 10 songs rather than doing covers. It'll be all me.
Just out of interest, on this future album, which is bringing My Life, it's beginning to feel like an interview, but it's okay. I'm just going with the flow now. We didn't plan this, so I just want to shout that out to people. This isn't like scripted. Suddenly I feel like I'm asking you questions, but that's okay. That's okay. My Life, and then a new chapter. Got the answers. A new chapter in My Life. Is that the name of the? Yeah.
So we did say episode, but I think episode is only a little bit.
I agree. I totally agree.
And I already had chapter in my head, but then the other day we did go through episode. But it is new chapter.
There could be a book as well. Okay.
Yeah.
That's something to think about. So do you think with the 5 tracks on My Life, do you think there might possibly in the future be remixes of those?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Yep.
I've actually been talking to a few people about doing it as one guy's I nearly forgot his name now, Jacob Cleary, and he's in the music scene. He's
that name definitely rings a bell. That name definitely sounds very familiar for some reason.
I wouldn't say he's only a young kid as well. He's about 20, and he does, you know, on the DJ's mixing kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I've been talking to him about doing It's Not All About You, you know. And also I've got another guy who we're thinking of doing a bit of a rap as well. So it's not about you, you know. You got your head in the clouds and your nose in the snow. It's not all about you, you know. So that could be a really good thing as well.
Yeah.
So we're collaborating. We could be collaborating a few times actually. So that, like I said, My Life's not gone.
Yeah.
That will be making a return in between a new chapter in my life as well.
When you said My Life's not gone. No, it's not. No, it's not. And what it is, in a fuller way, in a better way, in a greater achievement way, your life is back even more. And that's where I think those that are already here, what you're doing, I love it, because I'm all about collaboration. I'm all about connection, because it's a fundamental part of me and what I want to do with others. So I align with you. And I think here, my message in episode 10, this is my kind of thought before you conclude this episode, is to say that be here and stay here, because more is coming. Because I've spent time with little Oggy, Paul Hargreaves, outside of being videoed on a screen, and I know, the amount of messages I receive from you that are ideas of, well, we could do this, we can do that, and etc. So people that are investing, people that are sponsoring, people that are subscribing, and or a mixture of all of those things, basically are investing, supporting, sponsoring, subscribing to a very, very much expansive, growing podcast, and not just a podcast, more than that as well. So
Yeah,
I think
we've had the music side, right?
Yep.
We haven't touched on City yesterday.
I think that's good. Go for that. That'd be probably a nice
We'll
conclusion.
finish off with there. Like
Yeah,
I say,
yeah,
I did a bit of a TikTok live on the way into the from the coach to Mary D's, the pub that are going, and I'll be honest, I should have caught the footage. Well, you said that I can get it back on my TikTok studio.
You can. Yeah,
But I can't find it,
live
so-
recordings. So you go into TikTok Studio. Might be useful to others as well. Get me with my technological support. Go into TikTok Studio, click on the right tab, which is live, scroll up the screen, and then you'll see a little tab which is live recordings, and then you go in there, and then you can click on. There's like a little arrow to the side of the live you did.
Yeah.
And then you can download it from there straight to your phone.
Right, I need to have a look at that again because I've seen other lives that I've done and they're on there, but yesterday's isn't. Anyway, so I got quite a lot of footage in the ground.
Yeah, brilliant.
And I've got quite a few selfies. People were asking me for selfies yesterday, Ray. Hey, you're little Oggy, I've seen your podcast. My mate loves you.
Lovely.
One guy was, he'd give a shout out to his mate and he said, my mate absolutely loves all your stuff, your TikTok, your podcast, your music.
Wow.
And we got
That's
a little
amazing.
video.
How did that feel? How did that feel?
Mint, mate.
Yeah, mint.
Absolutely loved it. And, you know, I'm not shy, so...
No.
I probably wouldn't ever knock anybody back for a selfie or...
Yeah.
I mean, I've done one signature, didn't I?
Yes, I remember the video. Yeah.
At the college last week, somebody bought my album and then said I wanted it signing.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, I'll come and sign it then. So she went, right, I'm at Bispham College, and I popped down there, and it was quite a nice little video, wasn't it, for TikTok, that?
It's a real personal touch as well, I think, and sometimes personal messages, people like that in a book or on an album. It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot. So what I'm thinking now is, with that, how would you feel about, as an outro, the videos that you've got, because that feels to me like that's the right place to do it, to have that as an outro, the collection, with whichever song you feel we're going to outro with. Because we can have something from Stan in the middle, because we had the interview the other way round. Stan, very organised, very early, well done him. And would you agree that we can have as the outro the pieces that you got from yesterday, Man City beating Salford City? Some people would call it a city derby.
It pretty much was, because, I mean, Salford only get about 2,500, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They had 7,000 there yesterday.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of United jumped on a board, you know what I mean? But similar to what I do, Fleetwood and City.
Yeah.
You know, in Manchester, especially in Salford, you know what I mean? There's a lot of United fans from Salford. It's in that area anyway, you know.
So if we have that as an outro, if that's okay, you'll choose the song. And what I'm going to say to you now is tell us about the next episode we're recording, and then give us the song as the outro that goes with the videos, if that's okay.
Okay, so I think with the song first, I think everyone's heard a lot of It's Not All About You, you know?
Yeah.
And it could well be, people say, I know we've used that before.
Yeah. No, that'd be a good one. Definitely.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
In the Locker, maybe. But I'll have a think about that one, Ray.
Let me know. Let me know. So people that have stayed to this point, don't go yet, because we don't know what it's going to be yet. So I know you'll let me know. And what about next week?
Yeah, next week. Funnily enough, I've got a return leg to Salford, but following Fleetwood, my hometown team. So
absolutely,
we're going to get on board. Hopefully, we're going to get a bit of an exec box for us to go down and actually start the first half of Sing When You're Winning podcast, and that's what you need to download, people, which is Sing When You're Winning podcast, and up me and Ray come. But yeah, hopefully, if we can get the exec box, we'll get down there early, do our bit, and then we'll go in the Fleetwood end, because obviously, unless they say stay and have a meal with us and all that, and meet some of the players afterwards or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. However it works out.
We might see Gary Neville.
We'll have a chat. We'll say, Gary, come on.
We might see Gary Neville, Ray.
We know you. Yeah, totally. I got you. I heard you. We'll say we know you got plenty of time, Gary. We know you're not busy, so just come and join us on the Sing When You're Winning podcast. Wink, wink. He's everywhere, isn't he? He's everywhere.
I've got a video from City fans yesterday. Gary Neville, what a
right.
Gary Neville, what a
I can imagine. Fill in the gaps.
Well, yeah, it's only a bit of banter in it. I think he, me myself, I never, as a player, never used to like him, but as a host and on football programs, I think he's brilliant.
I agree with you. I do feel he's not theatrical. He's straight. He's straight. Yeah. Some of them come across as a little bit like it's an act. He just feels like he says it as it is. It doesn't matter who it is. He's just
that's his force. He says what he thinks, which I like.
Totally. Yeah.
And I think Carragher, calm down, mate, calm down. But I don't think he does. I think personally, I think he is very obviously pro Liverpool, even though he's an Everton fan as a kid.
Interesting.
But yeah, he's I don't know. He just says what he wants to say.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's always what he thinks. Maybe what he thinks, but he's a bit too over the top, and I think he's a bit arrogant as well. But that's just me, what I think about him. But Neville, good man.
Nice. Well, you never know. Who knows? We may well meet him. Obviously, we travel in similar circles. So I'm spending a lot more time in Manchester with other projects that I'm sharing in other places than where we are now. But Paul, if you can, give us a parting message, and it's always great to be with you. I'm looking forward to next week, and I invite others to join us, but I'd like you to wrap up the show for us, please.
Right, okay. It's another big announcement, actually, Ray.
Oh, great. Wow. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, go for it.
Another big announcement. I've been keeping this all the way through the show, actually, because it's just gone fast and furious again, hasn't it? And we've hardly touched on the football, but, it is what it is. And yeah, big announcement. I was on this person's podcast this last year, and it was brilliant. I badgered him, pecked him to death.
As you do.
I finally got on his show, and he's agreed to come on our show, our podcast, Sing When You're Winning, and it's Big Steve MCFC.
Excellent.
Now that is a massive, massive scoop.
Well done.
To get him on my show, our show, Sing When You're Winning, it's brilliant, mate. I'm buzzing about it, absolutely buzzing. He's in Dubai at the minute, living it up, you know what I mean? But, and taking a little break out of everything. He works really hard himself, and the followers that he's got on obviously TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. He's got on YouTube, I think it's 24,000 subscribers. We've got 104.
Yeah, well, that's where you begin. That's where you begin. And then it's growth. And then it's growth. I do
think when we've had him on the show, Ray, we could be looking at hundreds, and maybe going into the 1,000 mark.
Ultimately, that will happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into numbers because I don't want to, but with my own podcast, that's grown over the period of time I've been doing it, and that's how it works. And you will, because of what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you're doing it with. So that's amazing. That's amazing.
It is a big scoop, that.
Great news to hear. So those people who are maybe wondering whether they should get involved, this is definitely making it a lot easier for them, because one thing that you're doing is rising. You are rising. Incredible. Great to be with you, buddy.
I'm rising.
Yeah, you are.
Better than Fleetwood, this, right? Got a bit of a bigger stadium, mate. Only slightly. That's where I normally sit in that corner. Standing alone, we've had a dream in our heart. Without a love of my own. Set blue moon, I'm standing alone. Had a dream in my heart. Free it. Come on, people, it's kicking out. Come on, Tracy.
Gonna sing in every country and law. You said that we